Good morning, all. Myself, Dr. Ashok Rathod, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, KLE's GI Bhagiyawadi, Art Science and Commerce College, Nippani. So today I am going to explain some of the examples based on convergent sequence. Okay. So here example 1. So by definition, show that first example is the sequence 1 by n converges to 0. Second example, the sequence 1 upon n square converges to 0. Third example, the sequence 1 upon 3 to the power n converges to 0. And fourth example, the sequence square root of n plus 1 minus square root of n is a null sequence, means it is also converges to 0. Okay. So solution for these examples. So first example, that is let an is equal to 1 by n, and here let epsilon greater than 0 be given. So using definition, here what is an 1 by n, what is epsilon 0. So by definition we are writing here now modulus of an minus 0 is equal to modulus of, replace the value of an and l by 1 upon n and l as 0. Then you will get here 1 by n. So that is equal to modulus of 1 by n is equal to what? 1 by n. So that is less than epsilon, because modulus of n minus l is less than epsilon. So therefore using the inequality means this will become 1 by n less than epsilon. So if you take less than here, epsilon here and n here, then it will become 1 upon epsilon is less than n. So therefore your n is greater than 1 upon epsilon. So sequence definition means convergent sequence definition says an converges to a real number l if for each epsilon greater than 0 there exists a positive integer m such that modulus of an minus l is less than epsilon. So in the similar manner I am defining this example as, if m is a positive integer greater than 1 upon epsilon, then modulus of an minus 0 is less than epsilon. So using definition I am writing this as limit n tends to infinity an is equal to 0. So therefore the sequence an, that is 1 upon n, converges to 0. So in the similar manner we are giving the solution for 1 upon n square. So that is, let an is equal to 1 upon n square, let epsilon greater than 0 be given. So using definition, now an minus 0 is equal to, your an is what? 1 upon n square. So this is modulus of 1 upon n square minus 0 is equal to 1 upon n square. So modulus of 1 upon n square is 1 upon n square, that is less than epsilon. So using inequalities we can write it as n square is greater than 1 upon epsilon. 1 upon epsilon if so if I take square root both sides, then it will become n is greater than 1 upon epsilon. So by definition, if m is a positive integer greater than 1 upon square root of epsilon, then modulus of n minus 0 is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. So using definition I can write it as limit n tends to infinity an is equal to 0. Therefore the sequence 1 upon n square converges to 0. Okay. So in the third example I am giving the solution of sequence 1 upon 3 to the power n. So what I am doing here, what is an here? 1 upon 3 to the power n. And what is epsilon here? What is l here? 0. So let epsilon greater than 0 be given. Now an minus 0 is equal to 1 upon 3 to the power n minus 0. So your an is here 1 upon 3 to the power n and l is 0. So this is equal to modulus of 3 to the power n. So modulus of 3 to the power n is what? 1 upon 3 to the power n, that is less than epsilon. So so using means inequalities I can write it as 3 to the power n is greater than 1 upon epsilon. So taking log both sides, then you will get log 3 to the power n is greater than log 1 by epsilon. So after that it will become l log 3 is greater than log of 1 upon epsilon. So therefore n is greater than log of 1 upon epsilon divided by log 3. So using definition I am writing this as, if m is a positive integer, greater than log of 1 upon epsilon, divided by log 3, then an minus 0 is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. So therefore this can be rewritten as limit n tends to infinity an is equal to what? 0. Therefore your sequence 1 upon 3 to the power n is converges to 0. Okay, so here important thing is we have to consider what is an and what is l. So put those values in your definition, so then you will get the solution of this. So another example is, so that is let see, I am taking here, let an is equal to what? Square root of n plus 1 minus n. So what I am doing here, so I am multiplying and dividing square root of n plus 1 plus square root of n divided by square root of n plus 1 plus square root of n for this quantity, given quantity. So what I am doing here, multiplying and dividing by this quantity. Okay, so after that it will become, so means this is a plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square. So it will become n plus 1 minus n divided by square root of n plus 1 plus square root of n. So this is equal to what? 1 divided by square root of n plus 1 plus square root of n. So let epsilon greater than 0 be given. Now modulus of an minus 0 is equal to, so what is an here? 1 upon square root of n plus 1 plus square root of n. What is L here? 0. So 1 upon square root of n plus 1 plus square root of n minus 0, this is equal to what? This quantity. So modulus of this quantity is what? 1 upon square root of n plus 1 plus square root of n. So this is less than what? So 1 upon square root of n plus square root of n. So means less than this quantity. So this is less than this is equal to what? 1 upon 2 root n. So this is less than, this quantity is less than this 1 upon square root of n. So this is less than epsilon. Means using inequalities, I can write this as square root of n is greater than 1 upon epsilon. So if I take means raise the power 2. So this is n to the power 1 by 2 to the power 2. This is 1 upon epsilon to the power 2. So this will become n is greater than 1 upon epsilon square. So using definition, if m is a positive integer greater than 1 upon epsilon square, then modulus of n minus 0 is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. So this implies that using the definition we can write it as limit n tends to infinity an is equal to 0. Means your sequence square root of n plus 1 minus square root of n converges to 0. So means your sequence an is a null sequence. What is that? Null sequence. Okay. So second example, so that is, say in the similar manner, by definition show that limit n tends to infinity 2n plus 1 divided by n plus 3 is equal to 2. The second example is limit n tends to infinity n plus 1 divided by n is equal to 1. Third example is limit n tends to infinity n square plus 1 divided by 2n square plus 3 is equal to 1 by 2. Limit n tends to infinity n square plus 3n plus 5 divided by 2n square plus 5n plus 7 is equal to 1 by 2. And the fifth example is limit n tends to infinity 3 plus 2 root n divided by root n is equal to 2. So we have to give the solution for all these examples. So what I am taking here, so I solve here 3 examples. You try to solve another 2 examples. Okay. So first example, that is here what is an? 2n plus 1 divided by n plus 3. What is L here? 2. So using definition I am writing here, let epsilon greater than 0 be given. So modulus of 2n plus 1 divided by n plus 3 minus 2 is equal to, using cross multiplication it will become 2n plus 1 minus 2n minus 6. So plus 2n minus 2n is equal to 0. So 1 minus 6 minus 5. So left quantity is what? Minus 5 divided by n plus 3. So this is equal to what? Modulus of this quantity is 5 divided by n plus 3. So this is less than 5 divided by n. So this quantity is less than this. So using inequalities, so I write it as n upon phi is greater than, strictly greater than 1 upon epsilon. So this implies that n is greater than phi divided by epsilon. So if m is a positive integer greater than phi divided by epsilon, then this sequence means 2n plus 1 divided by n plus 3 minus 2 is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. So using definition, I can write this as limit n tends to infinity. So 2n plus 1 divided by n plus 3 is equal to 2. Okay. So in the similar manner, you try to solve this example. So what is an here? N plus 1 divided by n. And what is L here? What is L here? 1. So I can explain this example orally. So here let epsilon greater than 0 be given. Okay. So modulus of n plus 1 divided by n minus 1. So this is equal to, so here simply we get, so after cross multiplication, n plus 1 minus n divided by n. So means 1 divided by n, modulus of 1 divided by n. So modulus of 1 divided by n is equal to what? 1 divided by n. Means here your n is greater than what? 1 divided by epsilon. 1 divided by epsilon. So previously we have solved the example, that is sequence 1 divided by n. Okay. So 1 divided by epsilon. Means if m is a positive integer greater than 1 upon epsilon, then your modulus of n plus 1 divided by n minus 1 is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. So means limit n tends to infinity, n plus 1 divided by n is equal to 1. Okay. So your third example is what? Let epsilon greater than 0 be given. Okay. So that is n square plus 1 divided by 2n square plus 3 minus 1 divided by 2. Means your an is this and L is this. So after cross multiplication you get this. Okay. Cross multiplication you get this quantity, that is minus 1 divided by 2 into 2n square plus 3. Okay. So modulus of this quantity is what? 1 divided by 2 into 2n square plus 3. So this is less than this quantity. Okay. 1 upon 2n square plus 3. So this is less than this, 1 upon 2n square. So this is less than 1 upon n square. So this is, I take it as 1 upon n square is less than epsilon. So using inequalities, I can write it as n square is greater than 1 upon epsilon. 1 upon epsilon. So taking square means square roots both sides. So then you get n is greater than 1 upon square root of epsilon. So if m is a positive integer and that is greater than 1 upon square root of epsilon, so then you get means modulus of n square plus 1 divided by 2n square plus 3 minus 1 divided by 2 is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. So this implies that limit n tends to infinity, n square plus 1 divided by 2n square plus 3 is equal to 1 divided by 2. So in the similar manner, you try to solve fourth example and fifth example. Okay. So thank you.